دوستان عزیز، خوش اومدید به کانال کیومرز و قراره که امروز ایونت لنترن رایت رو بریم. همش رو اشتباه گفتم. لنترن رایت یکی از بهترین ایونت های هر ساله. داستان فان و جالب و خنده‌دار و زیبایی داره و همیشه یه کاتسین زیبا آخرش به همون میده که امروز بهش نمیرسیم چون که من امروز وقت ندارم همشو برم. ظاهرا میگن 4 پارته، احتمالا امسال بهتر از پارسال میشه. نمیدونم، میگن فورینا میاد تو پارت 4 که امروز بهش نمیرسیم. امیدوارم که شیائو جان رو ببینیم توش، چون که اگه شیائو نباشه که یعنی چی آخه. قرار مرغ ببینیم. مرغ قرار امسال رونمایی بشه. کلاود ریتینر، ادپتای زیبا. بریم. خب بذار من به واندر بذار با همین شیائو جان بریم. اینجا رو ندیدم سقف گذاشتن، اما ظاهرا این تزیین 2 سال پیشم بوده، نمیدونم، یه همچین چیزی دیده بودم، ولی شاید اون بالا بود، قسمت بالا اینو زده بود. به شارلوت هم اینجاست.
Nice to see you again, traveler in Paimon.
به گتین قانون.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties
Kites
to bring
for
back
fun.
to Fontaine?
Well, yes. And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Kites. Okay.
Oh, so that's why
به تکونم میخوره.
in the sky.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
Yeah, remember my business
That's
meeting
here
with
to
Tian
work,
Chuan
man.
Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about. But all I really did was use my
Shade
network
to
to introduce
Liyue
Lady
بودی؟
Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
ایونت
In the
کارت
end,
بازی
we
بود تو
decided
اومده
to
بود
combine
اینجا.
Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
مگه واسه چیز نیومده بود؟ واسه کارت بازی برای دزد کارت نیومده بود؟ با نینگوانگ چی کار داشتی؟ فکر کنم نینگوانگو دیدیم وسطش، یا توهم زدم، نمیدونم.
Mechanical lifting?
آره فکر کنم دیدیم. فکر
Sounds
کنم.
pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you
به خاطر
actually just
اینکه
answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
نکنه این
But as soon as there's
طراحی
no
کلاود
wind, it can
ریتینر.
only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you
همیشه
think?
دلم کایت بازی
Plus, the
میخواست.
easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
با اینکه زیاد مثلا اونقدر راه خوب نیست، ولی خب خواستم یه بار امتحانش کنم.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea.
همیشه نقاشیاشو
Plus, it
میکشیدم.
shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and me won't like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
آره مثل اون
See, Miss Kuching?
فیگورای
Those seem to be
رکس
everyone's
لپیس
first
که تو
reaction.
خونت داری.
Although kites
اسباب
are one of
بازی
our
نیست.
most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now.
کچینگ یه
To
عالمه
me, there's so much more than that.
فیگور
Think
رکس
for a
لپیس داره.
second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this light piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions.
در حالی
There's
که
an old
ازش
poem that
متنفره.
goes, O kite born of paper, flying true and sound,
کچینگ کلا
a lone
تناقضه.
traveler wanders, just waiting to be found. In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
اوکی.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a
Yes.
lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering.
شروع
That
شد.
way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of
اگه
traditional
در مورد
craftsmanship.
TCG حرف زدید
My grandfather told me that back when he was a
نزدیه.
boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string. Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds.
بعد میدوی.
Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
من هنوز شارلوتو ندارم.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissor-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
به ما
Are there commonly
چه؟
understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
که بود رد شد.
That would be a huge help. Great. Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
امیدوارم خوب پیش بره.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
بله.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite.
راستی من میدونم اونا کی
You're more than
بودن.
welcome to bring a kite and
گفتم که.
participate. The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I've already
یه
budgeted
میلیون
more than
پریموجن
enough to
میدین.
film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
ما اونجا خواهیم
Oh,
بود.
Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
صدا پایمان خیلی پیشرفت کرده جدیدن. قبلا فقط جیغ بزد. الان مثلا یکم احساسات تو صداش هست.
Do you see those two people lurking over there?
بله بله میدانم.
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy. Great, so it wasn't just Paimon. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They
Nah.
always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite.
نه.
Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around
آره
for something bad to
یادم
happen. We
لنترن
should
رایت
strike first,
قبلی
you know, foil their plans before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left.
و چه غلطی داری میکنی؟ چقدر باحال بود اینجا. پایمان پایمان چرا اینجوری میری؟ Oh.
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before
صداش
us.
مشخص.
Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to
اگه
your
انتظار داریم ما
intentions.
نفهمیم تو کی هستی ما میفهمیم تو کی
Where's
هستی.
this money gotta come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you
Paimon.
no good. Tell us everything, starting
دو
with your
ثانیه
name.
فکر کن صداش شبیه کیه.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves.
من
You
میدونم اینا
stand in the
ادپتایی
presence of the mighty and illuminated
میخواستم
Adeptus, Moon Carver.
این
For the
گوزنه
purpose
است اون
of this foray into the
پرنده
mortal
است.
realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
خب دقیقا جا به جا گفتم. راستی اسم چیزشو گفت. اوکی مون کارور رو اون یکی اسمشو یادم رفت. پرنده چی بود؟ ماونتین شیپر.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds. There's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
جناب به
You
صداش
may want to hold your
دقت کن.
tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millelith and have you arrested for impersonating a
فکر کن از کوهستان اومده و
Preposterous! Utterly preposterous!
آره ثابتش کن اونم.
Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
During the last Lantern Rite, we gathered at Mount Hulau with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup.
دلم میخواد
Perhaps you
بدونم
have some recollection.
دلم میخواد بدونم که اونایی که لنترن رایت قبلی نبودن اینا بهشون چی میگه، چون من قبلیه رو بودم.
The
ابول
flavor
بگو
of
چی
that
گفت
soup
اینجا.
was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
It
چرا
was
اینا
not speak up on
NPC
your
شدن
behalf but a
آخه؟
moment ago. This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
بله مشخص بود اینا ادپتاین. اصلا قیافه رو نگاه کن، طرز حرف زدن.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon's sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
چرا اینجوری حرف میزنی؟ این چرا اینجا؟
You indeed have an agile mind.
مردم کمی میتونم
Cloud
ببینن.
Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
I'm still curious about something. It's just... Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver?
آره
It's not really your thing, is it?
گوزنه خیلی مغرور و چیزه.
It is but an inevitable eventuality.
مجبورشون کردن آره.
Strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor. With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid. Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a
خب به شیعه
mechanical
میگفتی.
kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself.
البته شیعه زیاد با
Now
اینا
it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
زیاد با اینا ارتباط نداره.
So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
چیزای
One
جدید درست
surmises that she
میکنه
has
خب.
shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
اوکی.
Sure, leave it to us.
شور.
Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Rite!
Thank you for your kind
خیلی
words.
انگار بیشتر از
We shall now depart.
صدا حرف زدی.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along! Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stall.
قبل اینکه دهنتو باز کنی
What kind
به
of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier the better.
پایمان کسیه که دهنش جلوتر از عقلش. این اسمشو خیلی عجیبه.
Welcome. Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to
Zenyan.
go over the different designs?
Ooh, this thing counts well. And a butterfly.
بده یه کایت بزنیم. اوه شیت.
This jade chamber design is our newest.
پایمان
It's been
جید
selling like
چمبر رو
crazy over
دوست
the
دارم.
past 2 days.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
I apologize for the interruption, but
In
are all your wares
shit,
and orders
Jay.
genuine?
Yes, they're just over there.
Sure.
The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite making materials.
آه پس وسایل مورد نیاز
I'll pack
ساختش
them
هم
up and get a
داره.
guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
گیمینگ رو قراره ببینیم.
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families.
دوباره قراره
The
که
workforce has seen a
ما یه
dramatic
کار
decrease recently.
مفتی انجام
If
بدیم.
you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
کمک میکنیم.
Oh, wonderful. You will, of course, be compensated for your efforts. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wusho dance costume. Should be on your way.
آو
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
آو پس به همون تخفیف میده. دیسکاونت رو تازه فهمیدم، تازه یاد گرفتم. سمون باید پوزشو میدادم.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way. Hey
صداش
now, don't be upset.
پر
How
انرژیه
about this?
ولی
You extend the invitation and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect! Gaming is here! Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Elon Wharf.
Oh, that must have been Longjo. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back.
این چی کار
I won't
میکنیم
let you
پشت؟
win so easily next time.
منو ببودم سرم و اینجوری. این چی بود الان؟
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for
چرا
your
ما
help.
تا حالا تو رو ندیده بودیم؟
You know us?
پایم
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longjo if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place.
الان خرای تو ناتلان هم ما رو میشناسن دیگه.
Running around from place to
اینجا
place.
که
Don't be too hard
خونه
on him,
است.
yeah? So, you here for Lantern Ride?
Yeah, it's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Elon Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect! We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time. The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise, you won't be disappointed.
Order anything?
آی نه اینو نباید میگفتی به پای ما. الان همهشون میخوره.
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends too. It just shows how close you are. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
چجوری؟
Our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts.
تو چه کاری؟ تو چی
Oh,
کاری؟
that's right.
جواب
Then let's
میدی.
get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard after all.
دکی. همیشه آرتاشون خیلی قشنگی اینجا. طراحی. آو. جنگلینگ همیشه زیباست. اینم که کیوت. اینم که گیمینگه. و مرغ. دو تا آهنگاتی شد. الان جدی گیمینگ به ما گفت که ازت محافظت میکنم. دلقک. من با اژدها جنگیدم. من رایدن رو زدم. خیلی دلقکی.
Ooh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there. Wait, Get behind me.
Oh.
I'll handle this.
Oh.
Another test subject.
Claymore crit damage.
Fry!
Dare mess with me? Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Kart. به گیم پلی زیبایی داره مثلا.
Up to it, Manzai!
با
Order guide you.
I'm going in!
باور دلغک.
The wrong test subject.
مسخره وضعیت چی ما شیعه
Seems like we
داریم.
really can't go anywhere without running into treasure hoarders, can we?
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
Paimon was impressed by your moves
چی
back there.
هست؟
You seem like a real pro at your job.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby.
رقص.
Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
نه.
Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale.
مثلا ما توی
Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season.
مثلا ما تو
But I must admit,
استریم
it has
ندیدیم.
nothing on the popularity of the Liyue opera. I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. So, it's not something I do full time.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
گاو.
Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not
نه.
really. Just yesterday I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh,
با تی سی جی هم پس بازی میکن.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
این خود چیزه چی بهش میگن آدرنالینه. آدرنالین متحرک. آهنگ اینجا خیلی باحاله. از این منطقه جدید خیلی خوش آمد.
finally we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff.
تو که پرواز میکنی.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Liyue's just
پایما همیشه گو
pretty.
میخوره.
Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon out? Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied and now her poor stomach's empty again.
Aw, would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
این چیه؟
Ah, I see. Then here you go,
Cheers.
Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Wosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
گیمینگ. من میگم گیمینگ. من نمیگم گامینگ. گیمینگ. گیمینگ سنسوریت.
That hit the spot.
داشتم میخوندم.
Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute
پایمان
there.
سگ.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road
به ما
or
هم
a
بده.
big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay?
اینجا خیلی قشنگه.
Okay, Paimon is kind of enjoying
از
listening
این
to
مپ
your
جدید
chitter-chat.
خیلی لذت بردم.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
نه.
Need some fresh bamboo for this.
Woohoo! We're here!
Don't forget your things and watch your
کاش
step as you
میشد
get off the
روی این
raft.
قایقا
You're in for a swim.
بریم واقعا.
Thanks
با
for
این
the ride,
قایقا
Uncle
بشه
Borsu.
خودمون
You take care of
کنترل
yourself
کنیم.
now. I'll see you some other time. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agency.
چسب. کدوم بر؟ اوکی. زیبا. آسانسور رفت.
Hey! Slow down. I'm begging you.
Huh?
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
Oh, well... how should I put it?
Come on, spit it out!
اینجا همه میشناسنت یا اینجا خونته یا نمیدونم.
Do you see that group of people over there?
خب.
Those are my relatives.
ها؟
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't
Oh.
stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
کلمه این جدید یاد گرفتم.
Family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible to them?
No,
مثلاً-
it's not that.
مثلا بهشون جلوش روشون گفتی که تو تاین فش خامنه ای گذاشت. فقط در این صورت.
I'm just not that good at dealing with my family. It would be best if we could steer clear of them.
منم همینطور.
I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
اوکی. حتما خانوادش نمیخوان که مثلا گوشو دنسینگو
This
بره.
side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight.
صدای
Slow and steady wins the race.
آخه مثلا نمیفهمن نمیبینن از البته پیر بودن. مثلا یکم دکی
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
یکم آهنگو میاریم پایین که
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe might get relief.
ای گیمینگ اینجاست. بریم.
Come, let's go! Drop!
راهو برات بستم. چرا لومین رو جوه واقعا
Turn left. Run!
تلپورت کرد.
to the right and...
رسید. لومین چرا این شکل؟ الو چرا اینجوری شد؟ اوکی.
Wow, you guys are good. I'm impressed.
بله ما
That was nothing. It was
کلی لایه رو از
oh, winter melon cake to be
کلیسا
exact.
دزدیدیم.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you can swim in them.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
بک.
Hey, Uncle Drigway. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So, I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes. Thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we?
پایمان
No
بشین.
harm in taking a load off for a bit.
بشین.
Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here somewhere. I promise you, one sip and you'll be hooked. Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Drigway. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble? Leave this to me. I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long.
از کجا
And I'll add some
میدونی
dim sum pastries on the side.
You noticed what Paimon likes?
همه میفهمن دیگه. با این باسنت انگار پایان
How long have you
پوشک
known
کردم.
Gami?
Oh,
2
no,
دقیقه
no.
است.
We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Yulong.
دوستا همینجوری همدیگه رو
We became friends.
میشناسن.
You know, just like that.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain.
یاد اون بچه افتادم تو چند سال پیش. اومد گفت ای میای دوست بشیم. من اصلا نمیشناختمش. خیلی بده. اصلا یعنی چی بیا دوست بشیم؟
Gami personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him? I mean, there is his dad, but
میدونست.
ask anyone else.
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Drigway? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
Feels like we've troubled you enough already.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Rite. Oh, by the way,
ناش
here,
اینجوری
have some
شبیه
tea.
گوش شده. گوش حیوان.
All right then. Deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
Whoa,
Bash.
that's way too generous of
ما
you.
که
Don't
fair.
mention it. Just think of this as
Full
a thank
better.
you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story. It might take some time to tell.
بله.
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
چسب. شونیاکی هست.
All right,
اوکی.
then I'm off.
اونجا میبینیم
See you in 2
همدیگر رو.
days. Oh, and Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat.
نه.
Anyway, is Goblин's family
پوشکت
situation
منفجر
really that
میشه کار.
complicated? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by much.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same
درست
age,
صبر
so
کن.
you might have a lot in common. Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
یه جورایی same age همسنین. بالای 500 سالشه این. سن بدن رو میگه.
If you have the time,
خب
maybe you
نمیدونه.
can make a little flag for us to wave about.
این
I can
نمیدونه.
say, we provide aid in spades. Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
Well, I can certainly arrange that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, seriously? I was just joking. But if you're going to get us something, she'd much rather have wintermelon cake instead.
کیک
Seems like
مورد
Gamin
علاقه
really has
جدیدش.
rubbed off on you. Would you like some more tea? I think there's some left.
نه دیگه بسه. پیش رایزلی زیاد خوردیم.
All this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf.
چای میخواستم میرفتم پیش
We
رایزلی.
should see the kinds of kites we got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
نفهمیدم چی گفتی ولی خب.
All right then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea.
کایت
You're welcome
بازی
to
خوب
stay as
نیست
long as you like.
ولی خب تموم نشد.
What are you doing here?
از کجا
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence.
از کجا میشناسه اینا؟ من اینا ندیدم تا حالا. میدونم کیه. توی داستان این الان سوتیه. تو از کجا میدونی این فرمشو؟ چرا؟
Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
میدونم لنتن رایت پارسال این فرمش رو دیدیم ولی خب توی یه چیز بود، نقاشی بود. یعنی اصلا تو اون نقاشی دیدی؟
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something?
پایمان
What's here?
قشه بهش گفت برگرد تو
I
قاره.
that huge box next to you.
چمدونه.
Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
And what of it?
چقدر
The
باحال.
Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself. Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment, or perhaps even fall to petty sulking over such?
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper and Mooncarver told us. Or Tia something and Ho. Paimon can't be bothered to remember what their aliases were called. Anyway, they went to
Especially
Liyue
as you-
Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to pass along their regards if we ran into you.
مثل چینی ها کلا صداشون عجیب.
Tianyin?
چین. این اسمو تو از کجا میدونی؟ یادش رفته.
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. How could one have forgotten about those two old fossils?
صداش خیلی باحاله.
One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight. Nay, given that
Nay.
one has ventured all this way to Yilong Wharf, tea would be more
نه دیگه هیچ کسی از
A
نه
great thought has
استفاده نمیکنه. از
illuminated
تو
one's
قار
mind once
اومدی.
again. One is reminded that certain purchases have yet to be made.
اون نه یا
Perhaps you two
نمیگم.
could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
Huh? Wait here? You're really just gonna ditch us here to watch
قشنگ
us die?
قشنگ بایونتا.
Paimon really just does whatever she
چون
wants.
چون بایونتا رو بازی کردم میدونم چقدر شبیهشه. حرکاتش و اینا.
Hey, not you too, traveler!
قیافش هم که
Paimon ditching is super not appreciated. Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want anyone to try and steal the stuff.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chaoying Village. Might I
الان
recommend
داره
the Sunglo?
داد
It's one
میزنه.
of our specialties.
Now, that sounds promising. One will
Nah.
bring some back for those old fossils, and all will be well. 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special lantern rite promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off. 4 boxes will net you 20% off.
نه نه
20% off 4
نه
boxes. This merchant strikes a fair bargain. One might as well give some to Morax and Ping too. Then 4 shall suffice.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest you in these exquisite gift sets. Buy 10, get half off.
همه پولاشو
Look at
داره
the
میگیره
magnificent design, and the red ribbon gives quite the festive flair, don't
لومی
you
بار
think?
نجاتش
Such a
بده
gift would be sure to impress any lucky friend or family member.
10 boxes.
لومی بیا
Seems
نجاتش
rather
بده
excessive. But if one factors in the conqueror of demons and one's disciples,
آخه تو شیعه رو کی میبینی که بخوای
10, nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a little extra off the price for you.
that is agreeable. One will, I will have these boxed up then.
Of course, right
that's
away.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle. Perhaps some of my wares might also be of
لومی این
interest
بار
to you.
نجاتش بده این دارن
I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and most intricate clockwork toys.
خیلی
Mora
طراحیش
can
باحاله
buy here, each one sure to be a source of endless amusement.
حالا میگه اینا چه آشغالایی
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
خودش اینا
That is,
درست
of
میکنه
course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
شیانیون خودش مختره لومینو حس کرد یا
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. Here you go. The instruction manual is...
I can do without, thank you. Oh, many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, a child's plaything no less, it would only invite scandal. There is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
اوکی اسکیجه گرفت اوکی
Oh, Shinyan, did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks in faculties.
هرچی بود خریدی دیگه
And you too? Are you not here to purchase things?
نه
We just haven't
اومدیم
had time
گیمینگ
yet.
رو
It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elon Wharf. But it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition then?
آره
One means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed there was little one could do about such persistent supplication. One moment energetic and earnest, and dejected the next. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests, and thus, one will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Wow, that's quite a few.
شویوکه
Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can't just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure. It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile. It is built with a series of intersecting rods that... Never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand, even should one expend the effort to explain. One is better off saving one's breath.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
So, will you be attending the workshop or not?
Huh? Wait, you've been trying to invite us this entire time?
قرار کایت درست کنیم.
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has
واسه شمس بایونت است.
Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days.
واسه
I shall
بایونت.
be expecting you around
چه
midday.
خودش رو گذاشتن اینجا.
Are you leaving?
رنگ
Don't you
سبز.
want God to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One goes as one pleases. For what reason would one need to rely on another?
ادب طیبا شنه رو ندیدید.
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
کاوه
One calls it the floating toting device.
مگه کیف کاوه رو
She
ندیدید.
seems pretty proud of that one. Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident, but everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind. But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just... got a bit unsteady for a second and accidentally brushed the embroidery on top.
چرت و
And
پرت
wouldn't you know
میگی.
it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together.
من با تو چیکار کنم
Paimon's
پایمون.
saying is that Shenyi sure does try hard to save face. What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bets she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made.
That does sound like something.
Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all.
باش.
After all, that is the propriety with which one should comport oneself when it comes to an elder, right?
خیلی خوب. پارت یک تموم شد. عجب سمی هستی تو پایمان. خب خیلی ممنون که این پارت رو تماشا کردین. نمیدونم چقدر وقت دارم، شاید بتونم پارت دورم بگیرم، ولی خب فعلا قطع بکنم. اما از این که تماشا کردین توی پارت بعدی میبینمتون. بدرود.